Hey, I have a question for you. Ever learned something without even noticing? More about that right after the intro. Welcome to the Day One Journey, Episode 294. Cha-ching. Yeah! Well, did that ever happen to you? Ever learn something without even noticing? Ever practice something without even being aware of it? Well, at least for me, a few years ago, I realized that I'm doing it many times, sometimes several times a day, practicing and learning things without even being aware of it. And one of the first time I realized that was thanks to my girlfriend back then, Diana. Back then in university, I think it was 2009, 2010, we were dancing salsa 2-3 times a week. And every time we went out dancing salsa, I thought that I was dancing. I was being naive, and I thought that I was actually dancing. Well, in fact, as Diana pointed out, I was practicing. Like 90% of the time, I was practicing. I wasn't with her dancing salsa. Salsa is a couple dance. You need to be with your partner. So I wasn't really with her. I was within my mind. I was thinking about the combinations. I was thinking about the technique. I was thinking about what to do next. I was thinking about the new moves I know and trying to implement them into the pattern, into the routine. I was always practicing. And she was just asking me to, dance with her, which is very reasonable to ask. And I guess this was one of the first times that I realized that I'm almost always practicing, whether I'm aware of it or not. For example, when I talk to native English speakers, and I'm not a native English speaker, many times I have many questions. I'm asking, how do you say this in English? Or how do you pronounce this specific word? Or can I say that? I have questions. In my mind, I'm not thinking about I'm practicing right now or I'm learning right now. I'm having a conversation with a friend. But still, without even being aware of it, I'm practicing, I'm learning. And this is what I'm drawn to in my life. As I was sharing in the last few episodes, I'm obsessed about growth. Growth is my fifth moving toward value in my life. So I move towards growth even without realizing. I'm always searching for ways to practice. And I seize every opportunity to do that, whether I'm aware of it or not. I'm just always learning, always practicing. And by the way, I'm not practicing everything. I'm practicing the things that I care about, the things that I want to be better at. For example, I want to be a better communicator. I want to speak English more fluently. I want to be an expert and a master of using the English language. So that's why when I talk to a native English speaker, I would ask questions because I want to get better. And this is what I want to share with you in this episode. Sometimes we practice, we learn new things without even thinking about it. So back to you. I want you to notice these things today. I want you to look for the people who are practicing, who are learning, but not in an obvious way. Not the people sitting in class learning during a lecture, during a lesson. No. Search these people who are practicing and learning. Just doing everyday activities. Maybe just talking to their friends and they ask questions and they are being curious. And notice when they are learning. Notice when they are practicing, when it is not that obvious. Do that today. Notice these small snippets of people practicing, people learning all around you. And do it today. Yes, give it a few minutes today. Observe. Catch these people practicing, learning, and do it today. And of course, have an amazing day one. See you tomorrow.